Welcome to Frequency Matters, the RF and Microwave Update series. I'm Pat Hindle, and I'm here with my co-host Eric Heim. This episode, we're going to cover our June semiconductor and RFIC themed issue. The cover feature is about the patent activity surrounding GaN and diamond integration, and it looks at the global landscape of the activity by company and by region, so it's a very interesting one to check out. And I love our cover this month. Everyone should check that out. It combines flames, diamond, and ICs into one image, so pretty cool. Eric, what do we have for technical features?
Thanks, Pat. And yep, another excellent cover, if we do say so ourselves. And in addition to the GaN on diamond article you just mentioned, we have an article about using metamaterials for millimeter wave 5G antennas and handsets. And the article is authored by several luminaries in the field, names you'll recognize. And it's a great look at the feasibility of metamaterials in the design of high-gain compact antennas, along with results from what they built. So take a look at that. We also published an article that came in through our editorial review board path that details a 71.5 to 81 gigahertz 6-bit active phase shifter that's been realized in 40 nanometer CMOS. And the article gets into the design approach with lots of results. So that's an interesting development.
And so we had two tech briefs. One is an SPDT toggle switches that operate at 26 gigahertz. That's from Pasternak. And the other was a GaN Mimic PA that operates from 6 to 18 gigahertz from Wavepedia, which is a new company I've come across in South Korea there. So what do we have for product features?
Well, we've got a few this issue. NX Beam introduced a family of Ka band amplifier mimics in the 7 to 40 watt range for SATCOM ground terminal applications. And Peraso introduced a pretty sophisticated millimeter wave module for applications in the 60 gigahertz band. And don't be fooled by this simple designation, because the module includes an 8x8 phased array, fully integrated MAC and PHY layers, a radio, encryption. So there's lots of functions going on there. And finally, RF Lambda introduced an 18 to 40 gigahertz benchtop RF system amplifier for EMC testing applications.
And turning to the news, there are a couple news items from participation in the IEEE International Communications Conference. Viavi and partners showcased 6G and AI research, and ORAN and NTN test solutions, and includes a high-fidelity digital twin. And then Keysight Technologies teamed up with Ericsson to create a pre-standard 6G network proof of concept. And that demonstration was based on Ericsson's pre-standard 6G concept. It was tailored for the new spectrum bands and represents an initial step toward validating the 6G protocol stack. They started with a simple digital interface, and the teams collaborated to test various aspects of the protocol within the context of wider bandwidths, demonstrating the stack's potential for effectiveness. I also saw that the Global Certification Forum announced it is adding certification for devices using 450 megahertz bands. This will enable the compliance with highest quality and interoperability requirements for devices operating in the 400 to 450 megahertz range. And that was with the LTE bands B31 and B72 initially in their scope. And the certification plans also to be extended to additional bands and radio access technologies in the 400 to 450 megahertz bands, such as LTE, Cat-M, and 5G NR Lite. So, Eric, what did you see in the news?
Well, the industry is excited about satellite applications, and rightfully so, but it's easy to overlook that all the electronics don't happen unless the satellites get launched. So I see that SpaceX launched 20 Starlink satellites into orbit last week, and some of those satellites will have direct-to-cell capabilities, and those have everyone excited. And Raytheon was awarded $677 million contract to continue to produce SPY-6 family of radars for the U.S. Navy. And this is the third option exercised on a total contract that's valued up to $3 billion over 5 years. And this is not noteworthy because it's a new system, because it's been around for quite some time, but it's a good reminder, I think, that the defense budget is very large.
And for events, we'll all be heading out to IMS this weekend. And don't forget that our May issue covers the IMS event with overviews of the conferences, special events, workshops, panels, and the exhibition. And our online show daily is continuously updated for the news and activities surrounding the events, so check that out during the conference and the exhibition, and also pre-show to get your way around. We also have a show preview where you can check out all the new products being featured by companies in the exhibition. And we'll be doing tons of videos on site, so you see us running around. Those will be published about a week after the event ends. And of course, we'll be taking lots of pictures, so hopefully we'll get one of you, and we'll see you in DC.
Yeah, I hope to see a lot of familiar faces down there. And please keep in mind that Microwave Journal organized the IMS Executive Forum that takes place in the MicroApps Theater on Tuesday at 4 p.m. The title of that session is Aerospace and Defense Semiconductor to Systems Trends, and it'll be led by Sanjay Raman. There's also a startup program this year on the exhibition floor with smaller booths for new companies and a Voice of the Founder industry panel session on Tuesday at 11 a.m. in the MicroApps Theater, led by Chris Markey and James Buckwalter. And that wraps up this episode. Our sponsor is RFMW. RFMW is a technical distributor of RF and microwave products and now power management. When you start your next design, consider their multiple product lines. And remember, as a member of the industry, a subscription to Microwave Journal is free, so please visit our site and subscribe today if you're not already a reader. And thanks for watching this episode, and please join us next time for another Frequency Matters.